pistol, even though both teams know what each other did. Oh. So there's the default utility. You have the breach stun with the fade eye, the neon sliding out, but this is way more paced from 100 Thieves.
Notably faster, you're absolutely right.
Careful there.
Nosver, the only one close by, playing up in heaven. Meanwhile, 100 Thieves have taken the entirety of the site and have committed to the plant.
Proactive stun and omen flash into heaven here, but no utility used or bodies found from the side of MIBR. And here comes the retake.
With Asuna waiting on the wings, you see again more of that utility coming through. Asuna getting two. Almost replicating our team's performance in the previous round. A big advantage here for the attacking side.
Yeah, but Cortezia, this young gun, he looks so good in the offseason. He's very solid. I know we talked a lot about the other players on the team, but when he's in the server, his mechanical skill is so good. It's NZR getting two.
Yeah, his mechanical skill is no good there. Nosver with too many targets to choose from, not enough bullets to deliver him in the pistol. A notable investment on the side of the attack, a Bulldog, a couple of Vandals. These can sometimes be dangerous moments. You invest into this heavier artillery, you don't want to give it over.
No, not at all, but you do have a lot of players on light armor, so that Sheriff can one-shot you from across the map. But I like this setup already. Boostio holding the stun or a flash out off the contact of Cryo. In that A main, it is the stun. So if Osboss decides to peek out even an inch, a little too far, he will be punished for it.
Yeah, a little game of chicken here. Who's going to be the first to make a move? It's actually Cryo. Takes a slight step to the left, spots an elbow. Deals some damage, but now they move forward. Now they accelerate.
Oh, they get out the missiles as well. A very poised approach from 100 Thieves. Very methodical.
And this is pretty late into the round, so if that was... And normally we'd be talking about the next cycle of those missiles coming back up, but... And depending on how the rest of the round goes, that might not be a factor.
Yeah, but they are running into the stack here, Doug. MIBR have a read onto this.
Paranoia used out, Asuna dashing across. That stinger still hurts.
And the stun to follow up as well.
Comfort for 100 Thieves, comfort for Asuna.
Spike planted.
And it seems like it's going to be a pretty decisive round, just two remaining for the defense.
Yeah, and even last year, the name of the game for 100 Thieves was comfort. Just playing their own strats, not really... Keep in mind, the ult changes. Doesn't last as long anymore, so you actually have to be very, very decisive on where you're going with it.
Yeah, it takes a lot more thought, much more intentional.
He does still have a Phantom to use the perfect gun for that slide. Here's that little stealth bot, getting some info.
I'm out of here.
Right now, from the side of MIBR, they've seen the same thing as last round. A Clove in A main. That's it. See mount control as well.
They're starting to rotate back that way.
Yeah, the thing is, the defense is so spread thin right now. There is proactivity looking to be made towards A main, but the forefront of the fight is going to be at C. And they're going to have to leave this site. There's going to be too much utility here to deal with.
Well, you're starting to see some of the rotations come through, and that piece of utility being one of them. The stun from Nosver.
Here we go.
Got a little bit more help. Asuna has popped the ult. Again, you see the stuns coming through. The finger guns out. It's by committee as 100 Thieves crack the site wide open, get everything they want and then some.
It was perfect. It was beautiful. Dodging the breach stun, dodging the omen flash. No utility getting value from the side of MIBR. And then the explosiveness from the side of 100 Thieves with that neon ultimate. Just jumping around the actual site. Smothering MIBR.
We talked about how they were pretty light on the site, and you know they were only two. Maybe the reinforcements will come over in time, but none of that seemed to matter.
Yeah, they tried. MIBR tried to flood out. The breach playing on B, I see what they're trying to do. He can stun the A line. He can stun the C line.
Right.
But if 100 Thieves just wait out your utility, now again, they just go full force with theirs, and you just lose. Quick maths.
It's interesting to see the difference in approach, too. You think about the first pistol. Had a good time. For good reason.
This time it's going to be Osboss over towards this C mound area. First time this entire map that he's done this. fault line not used towards A main either. There's just so much utility from the side of 100 Thieves to methodically take this space, but
Smart move.
I was about to say, is Aspas going to win the head-to-head against Asuna, and he doesn't, he falls.
No, cheeky little attempt at catching him off guard.
He's got to try for something, right? He's the only rifle on the board.
Yeah. You want to set up your SARs in situations like that. And they just weren't able to net any success. So now you've got the 4 sheriffs that remain to try to keep back this unrelenting pace from 100 Thieves that we've seen.
Asuna with the jump shot as well.
Getting plucked out of the sky. Still just sheriffs. The scraps that they've been asked to
30 seconds left.
find success with have really just kind of fallen apart as well.
Yeah, 100 Thieves are looking so strong at this attacking side.
Spike plant.
They've been so decisive. The pacing has been perfect. I mean, the way that they're changing it. Aggressiveness in the beginning, then they freeze. If they get a pick, then they freeze again. Then they explode on the site with the rechargeables back up. Asuna is now getting his jump kills again. These are scary things to deal with if you're MIBR.
Young gun not able, the young gun not able to find any success
From both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the fault line set up. Immediately used. It's fire against fire. And again, it seems to be going the way of 100 Thieves. Austin is settling the shots for a second kill. They have to give the space up.
Just bullying MIBR. Asuna, he dodged every single bit of utility. That's why he's running the Neon Dug. Forget that it's nerfed. He can still sprint around like a madman and dodge util left and right.
Careful there.
MIBR, they need a miracle into this round. It's a 5v3. Cortesia, he's so far away right now. And Cryo's gonna pick off Artsine.
And that's 1 kill found on EU. That's another.
Oh, Breach Alt invested into this round. The time is already really low.
What in the world is this? They're fully committing onto all this. They're investing as heavily as they can, and it might just work out.
He's got a stick.
Bustio still playing backside. He's going to get first, and Oz with just a sitting duck on the swing. He's going to get the kill. Is he going to be able to get the defuse? Austin is on the swing. He drops him. And you're playing on a knife's edge there.
Yeah. This time.
That's just a tough situation. This time, MIBR very effortlessly winning the A main fight, and that's because 100 Thieves didn't really want to fight for it themselves.
Yeah.
Much more interested in what's happening on the C side of the map.
I think Bustio is having a great understanding of how MIBR have been approaching these rounds. I feel like he's reading MIBR like a book right now. Little tap of the door to clear out all of front feed. Info now gathered from the side of 100 Thieves. Bustio understands that Tejo is front feed. Asuna is just baiting out a lot of utility. EU somehow is finding a pick on the top site. Doug, it's madness.
I mean, he goes through all of that unpunished.
Yeah. Did he even take any damage? Okay, he barely took damage.
Bit, yeah. I mean, the alarm bot is still there. They're going to rotate back towards A, but keep a close eye on Xenon. Off the paranoia, already down to 52 HP, stunned.
And dunked on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Great response, but this tit for tat just really isn't going to be enough. They've got to find a way to get a meaningful advantage, and they have finally found that.
Bustio, he's going to have to do the world right now. He's so low. So much utility just being blown at him right now.
Yeah, he's just not allowed to play the
10
game.
seconds left.
There's still a fault line up. There's still a flash up. Top of the door.
Death cometh for us all. Bustio falls as MIBR.
Getting the dap up from Aspas as well.
Back towards A we go.
Again, all here with the exception of one. Rockets traded, kills found on either side, and now the ult used.
But EU has been so good at getting the trades here. Aspas, a lot of pre-firing going on. They know he's here. Cryo takes him out.
Aspas again, silenced. The 2 remaining members of MIBR are going to get chased all the way into the site, all the way out of this round.
100 Thieves are like sharks After they get a couple kills, they just smell blood in the water. They just go straight full W mode at them.
That's a really good way to put the way they've been playing.
They don't
Sharks, you're
care.
right.
They do not care. The confidence that this team has right now, it's something that has kind of been a thorn into them in the past. But with Boostio coming into this team, even last year, we got to see, you know, a lot more gravitas out of these players, these star players that we all know.
And now we get to wait for a little bit again.
Yeah. Star of the show again. It's been Asuna and following him up, EU, on those A fights. Asuna still dodging all the utility, sneaking right past it. The answer this time around, yeah, was the rocket from Ospas, but
The rich get richer.
this is very tough. Cryo can be an entry now that he has that Glove ultimate.
That's a good stun. Asuna on the dash with a satchel in his face. He does not give a damn.
This is just a bloodbath right now. I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's over, but it's really feeling like it is.
I thought Neon got nerfed.
Yeah, right?
Are we playing on the old patch? What's going on here?
Still making it look amazing. I mean, when you have all that set utility to back you up, though, it's okay. We haven't seen any funky, you know, stun kills so far from the side of MIBR. The RNG just not going in their favor.
Well, I think it's more than just RNG not going in their favor. And the problem is, you know, we talked at the beginning of the round of how they have a lot of ultimates that they're going to be able to use for 100 Thieves, and how it seems like not only do they have that advantage, but they have everything else going on. They didn't invest any of them.
Yeah. All they invested was a Neon Slide and a Breach Stun. Are you kidding me?
All it takes to win the rounds these days for 100 Thieves, I guess.
In MIBR, they're trying to change things up. They're doing different type of setups, start getting a little bit more aggressive in the mid round. Not trying to go for early fights because they just don't have the utility to back them up. Maybe now they do with the Breach here.
We've seen this round before. It's almost the exact same outcome, but this time, finally, maybe some signs of hope.
But even so, with all that utility invested, it's still a 2 for 2. That favors the attacking side. It's a 3v2 on the actual site here. Contact being made.
That's a very nice shot.
Very nice Breach ultimate as well from Boostio. Cortesia, he's been kind of quiet, but he's kind of been playing retake simulator. Little tap of the spike from Boosty.
This is not a done deal here. EU's weak. They've got the spike down. What utility do they have? Nazar has a little bit, but he's only got a Sheriff. Can they find a space to get out onto the site? A difficult task in a situation like this, but it has to be converted. And Cortesia will deliver for MIBR.
Yeah, Cortesia stepping up. This is the stuff that he was doing in the off-season tournament. He looked very solid. Armageddon available. Lockdown available. More C-mound action here, but Boostio has a read onto this, understanding that it's probably a fighting squad towards C because of all this space gathered towards A. So Cryo, this time around, playing a little bit more aggressive towards that A side of the map.
It feels like Boostio is a step ahead.
Yeah.
In every round. Just when MIBR might have an understanding of what they're going to try to do, they're gone.
Initial contact from Cryo. Cortesia is gone now. Oh, what is that follow-up, Doug?
We haven't even talked about the Cryo clove.
What was that?
It's murder again.
Oh, he wants more too. Is he gonna pop the ult? He does.
Yes, he is. He's got the guns for it. Nazar waiting on the other side, tries to clean him up, gets the assist to kill.
A fight as well, so historically 100 Thieves have won this. Can they punish Asuna this time?
This is a slightly different flavor. They've got the Neho within, they're trying to get up, but it's the same thing.
Same story.
It's the same approach. They're slamming their heads into this wall, and nothing's changing.
Nauser couldn't settle on the Boostio there. Now, Cortesia again, Doug. He's playing retake simulator. I feel so bad for him.
That's the life of a Sentinel, though, bro.
I feel
man.
so bad for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully on the attacking side, he'll be able to lurk, get some kind of contact plays, maybe get a little bit of a warm-up in. I mean, he's really seen no one. A 3v1 with a Sheriff to his name. Surely Cryocells hits a one-tap here as well. Oh. Yeah, he does.
No, he still did. you were. They're going to do the same thing again. They're going to fight A main.
And then you get offed in the face. The first time Cortesia gets contact, it's an operator to the dome, Doug. It's just not real. He really cannot play the game right now.
Yeah, when I said the rich get richer earlier, I didn't think it would become this.
Yeah, and with your Sentinel gone now, you kind of have to compensate. You saw a heavy lean already towards that C side of the map.
Right there.
But under Thieves, they're doing a re-clear towards A, so. I mean, really, the options are endless right now for 100 Thieves. You can really just do whatever you want.
You know, the truth is, 100 Thieves have shown us a lot to be excited about. And I know it's only been a half of Valorant, but even what we're seeing right here is worth noting. They have played very pacey, they've played very aggressive, they've played in your face. They've also, in a numbers advantage, slowed the round down to a screeching halt, and then they decide to go. They're playing this push and pull game very nicely.
Oh my goodness, and the pacing from everybody, the pacing, the spacing. It's disgusting, it's filthy.
It is a slaughter. It is a slaughter. It's on the attacking side.
Yeah.
And so maybe we will see some of that play out.
We have to. Otherwise, they're going to have to scrap this comp, run it back another day. Will be a contact approach in B main. Ooh. Shoulder seen, but EU gets out of dodge.
I missed who it was, but someone has regen. No, it's Aspas has a ghost regen armor. He's fully raid bossing, but it's Nazar who's getting the kills. 3, make that 4. Boostio left in a 1v2. He hasn't had a clutch moment in a little while, and he will not this time.
Drop rifles here. If they want a chance of coming back, you need every type of advantage you can have.
You've managed to check the first box, overcome the first obstacle in a comeback attempt. You're right, you don't want to stumble here.
Still, I feel like it's just so hard, this 100 Thieves squad, with the confidence that they've had, that they've mustered, even just in this opening half that they had. Even with Classics, I feel like they could do a lot of damage. They have a Paranoia, they have a Tether, they have a Breach Stun still. This A fight could be very dangerous for MIBR.
I wonder what MIBR saw there. They made some noise C, they tapped the door to go B. There were no rotates through, and now they're going back into the teeth, of the stack.
Oh, slow down, Xander.
Don't want to overdo it here. This would be a dagger, but MIBR starting to feel some of that pressure. They understand that is where the stack is. They're going to go elsewhere.
Yeah, good job from Sheenom to get that kill onto Cryocells. That does give them a C site, but Flood is here. Oh, it was here, Doug. No more.
No, that Flood's been damned up. Boostio and Xander trying to get as many kills as they can as consolation prizes for the round, but MIBR should be able to carry 3 rifles into the next. That'll deny any early AC main space.
Absolutely. That's what I expected out of this comp as well. Very
Yeah.
strong space taking.
Well, we're seeing that play out. This one's interesting. They still have a little bit of presence towards B main, but they try to satchel out. I thought they were going to try to fake and then go back B, but that was not the case. Instead, they decided to brute force their way, or at least try to, into C. And again, they're stuffed.
And Boostio knew that was going to happen. Nobody plays Breach in the corner like that. Nobody. I've never seen a single player with utility on a character like Breach play that up front and personal. But Boostio will do that when he has a read on you. That champs run that he made, there were so many times that he took 1v1s on this specific map, on Killjoy, just running into B site.
And he was winning all of them.
Right? And those are just plays that he makes because he knows what you're doing. He knows what the gaps are. He knows what you're not going to clear fully.
Shadows traveling.
Shinam has managed to get the spike down left in a 1v3. Some audio cues to suggest where the threat is. The Guardian settles down onto one, has a paranoia. That's pretty good. If he finds a space to swing 4 bullets left, he's got it down to 1, but he never saw Xander.
That was so close, though. He played that so well with the paranoia. Asuna, yeah, he was just jumping around like a target, but he did get so much info utility, and it's aggression.
This is really fast. It's not just aggression C, it's aggression B as well. It's an attack and assault on all fronts. And again, it's a slaughter. He's gotten 4. The ace is stolen, but 100 Thieves gets it to...
Well, the breach stun and then a peek.
No, he's gonna try to take some space. They deserted him. One found, ducks the flash, gets a kill.
Oh, what is this over on this side of the map?
Asuna's playing a different game.
He's really just running it down.
No more dream.
One tap as well onto the Omen ult.
It's finishing touches. This is. They're trying to get out of this as quickly as they can.
Wow. Flawless round, Doug, to close it out.